All right. Shalom.
Shalom.
We're back out here once again to declare the downfall and collapse with the kingdom of America, which is known as Babylon the Great in the Bible. All right. And before we begin, we give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Also, as well as always, likewise, double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone that continue to grow very well to this very day. That's like continually being applied through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Shai. And also, as well, Shalom, which honors to the sincere Ike, to the Dike, and the righteous brothers, the right, hopefully elect. That's also pushing this word, continually spreading this gospel, this good news to the other members of the hopefully elect, the believers in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Shai, and our faith, true sincerity, and also in our charity. All right. Now, back out once again, man, to declare the downfall of this wicked kingdom, man. Once again, because unbeknownst to the people today, as today being July the 1st, you have everybody in their realm out celebrating the independence of America, man. And the thing about it is that these people, they don't understand that when it comes to days specifically like this, when I say the people, I'm talking about our people, all right, 2/3, should I say, they still locked in to these different celebrations that this man has put in front of our people, okay? And Esau Edom was the typical nationality of the so-called white man, has continually put these things in front of our people to indulge it. And when you look at the history behind the so-called Independence Day, all right, about July 4th, really, it was where was you, Jakes, at during that time? What were you doing during that whole event back in 1776? You was out in the fields, man. You was picking cotton. You was out doing manual work in the hot sun. All right, while this man was trying to get his so-called independence, man. All right, still this one. But you got something real quick.
I got Deuteronomy 28, and I got verse 15. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
That's right, and there's a warning, man. Here it is, the warning is still being put out right now as we're speaking. Because again, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai has continually warned our people from generations of old, man. This thing that we're speaking of, man, this word, this prophecy, this is from ancient times, man. Okay? And now it's being put in the forefront. Now it's being revealed on what these things mean, all right, and what it means for the coming future when it comes to this current kingdom that we're under right now. And again, this is the warning that our Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai has opposed towards our people, all right, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right, if you do not hearken or listen to the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, okay, that he commanded you this day, like this read, okay, and guess what? That applies to now. Because why? Because this word is being presented to you again, just like of old. Just like when Moses was in front of the people, telling them about these statutes and these laws, man. All right, or what to do and what not to do, and if you transgress any of these things, then there's going to be penalties behind it. All right, and here it is, that same energy is being thrown out again. All right, about the warnings that are being pushed forth, and if you do not follow these things that we're speaking of, all right, concerning this prophecy, all right, you got
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right. So at that point in time, we did have these laws and statutes, when we had the word, all right, we had the kingdom, everything was established. All right, guess what happened? Our people went off, man. They transgressed, they played the harlot. They went after these other gods, they went after these other idols, they started taking after the customs of the heathens. Okay, they started taking after the customs of their enemies. All right, because that's the thing about Jake, man. Whenever they see something flashy, or something that's strange, or something peculiar, or something like that, they'll just run right towards it without a second thought, man. You don't even take time to think about what you're indulging in, what you're getting into, man. You just run off and do it anyway because it looks good. It looks enticing to the eyes, and that's what gets Jake throwing off their square, man. All right, anything that looks enticing or good to the eyes, Jake is just doing backflips and everything just to get to that, man, to do that. All right.
Curse shall be in the city, and curse shall be in the field.
Right, man. And these curses haven't gone away. They're still here. They're still active right now. Okay. Then you know you got Jake's talking about breaking the generational curse, but you still under the curses, man. All right. You still here in America. You still here in Babylon the Great, man. You were caught off in these cargo slave ships. All right. You were tight packed and you were brought over here. You weren't brought over here on cruise ships, man. You were brought over. You was tight packed. All right. Leaning up against each other, defecating on each other, throwing up on each other on the way over here. Okay. Some of the Jakes died on the way here. Okay. And then on top of that, you got whipped as soon as you got on the boat, man. And here it is. You want to celebrate the culmination of America, man. The place of your captivity. This is why Jake's are going to get destroyed, man. Because here it is. You are promoting you're promoting your captivity. You're promoting the place of your captivity. And you would much rather prefer that rather than prefer Yahweh Bashmal Shah, who's going to come back to save us, man. To come back and to deliver us out of captivity. They would rather choose to celebrate Esau's independence, all right, that has nothing to do with you, rather than to try to get into or come back into the presence of Yahweh Bashmal Shah, who's going to save us, like I said earlier. Okay, and again, that's why Jake is going to be, a lot of Jake's going to be destroyed, man, because they still follow this American idea. And here it is, America is falling. You don't see the economy. You don't see the dollars shrinking. The value of it is devaluing. All right. You don't see prices going up. You don't see turmoil on every corner of the world. Earthquakes in diverse places, plagues, everything that's happening, judgments going forth every single day. That should be more than evidence enough for you to inquire of this word. You got something?
Proverbs chapter 13 and verse Proverbs 15 and 13 and verse 17. Verse 15. Whoso rewardeth evil for good, evil shall not depart from his house.
That's right, man. And Jake do that, man. They reward evil for good. All right, and whenever when it comes to how we're supposed to follow this word, when it comes to the life that we're living right now, because guess what, we're still underneath the word. All right, through Yahweh Bashmal Shah, okay, it's still active. All right, the Apostle Paul tell you that what the law is good. Okay, why is that? Because this is what Yahweh Bashmal Shah. This is how he wants us to live, man. Okay, even though we can't keep all of them. Right, but the ones we can keep, we keep those with joy. Because before, what were you doing before? You was being a ninja. You was out, you smoking, what have you, blacking miles, rolling up, catching the next nick, You was doing all that before you got into this, man. And now you know how to live. Now you know how to actually live now. Okay, and live according to Creator of the heavens and the earth. How about you?
Verse 15, he that justifieth the wicked and he that condemneth the just, even they both are an abomination unto the Lord Yahweh Shema.
That's right. Now you're seen as an abomination, man. Here it is. We'll tell you, and we'll tell you the history behind Independence Day. We will go into the history behind all these different so-called holidays they have. Halloween, Christmas, we can go into all of that, man. Actually, the information, we don't even have to tell you. The information is already out there. But it takes effort, or it takes that first step in order to look into that, man. And that's what Jake is not willing to do. Israel, our people, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are not willing to inquire about the things that are around them, man. It is rare in this time and age today where you ever find an Israelite that has an inquiring mind or analytical mind to look at things and analyze, like, okay, why is this happening? Why is that happening? Why do we have this? They don't look into things like that, man, because they've been so conditioned to get whatever they got to get now, or to live life vicariously, just live day by day, man, not even having a care in the world. And that's really, and it doesn't stop at Jay. Everybody has that same vibration on. That's outside the circle. Okay? Everybody that's outside the circle that's living, in Babylon and Great, doing whatever, they don't care about what's happening around the world, man. They don't care about the wars being stirred up around the world. They don't care about, these different things going on concerning these other nations. They don't get into geopolitics, because look, man, when it comes to the world, what's going on around us, these different governments and stuff like that, they don't know anything about that, man. All right? They don't know the different confrontations that one nation got against another, or these different deals that they're doing, as far as like their economic structure goes. They don't look into that, man. They still think that America's still holding strong, that same proud spirit that they have, man. And here it is, man. You've been shown time and time again that pride has been the absolute downfall of you each and every single time, man. Why do you think Jake gets destroyed every single day, man? It's like, why do you think Jake gets put to death every single day? Why do you think you got all these health problems? Why do you think the world, everything that you do, all right, it turns to dumb? Because pride, man. That's what it is at the end of the day. It's the pride of Jake, man. And that is what they're indulging in. That is the whole vibration of Independence Day, pride. Celebrating the pride of America, right? We just, this past month, right, since it's July 1st, past month, well, it was Pride Month. And that was all about pride, man, all right? And throw the cherry on top of the dessert, now you got Independence Day, which is the peak of pride, all right? And Jake is all into it. And guess what? Again, pride is going to be their downfall, man. Okay, and that's one of the things. That's one of the major things the Lord hates, man. Pride. Okay, that's why as a Christian, the scripture came to mind, and I always have the scripture in my mind every single day, man. Why is earth and ashes proud? That should hit home, man. Hey. Because that's what you are. You're nothing but dust, man. You're dust, and here it is. Yahweh Shema Shah. He's looking over each and every single person that's walking, including us, right? He said, look, man, you're just dust, man. You're a worm. All right? And how dare you try to say that your way of going about life is better than how I'm teaching you, how I'm telling you how to live, man. And again, once again, that's why Yahweh Shema Shah is going to destroy a lot of it.
Second Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Right, because of pride, man. All right, that's why this whole thing is going to be shut down, because of pride. Again, that's one of the major things that the Lord hates, man. Pride is at an all-time high, man. All right, that's why the scriptures say at the last days, people are going to be lovers of themselves. All right, despiteful. Okay. And everything that follows in line with that, man. You really have to be on drugs or something to really, be in that kind of spirit, man. To be in, that, your people being lovers of themselves, man. Because here it is, again, Yahweh Shema Shah is one that put breath in your nostrils, man. Okay. But like I just read, it said, because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. And what do you see now, man? The cities are troubled. America is in deep trouble right now, man. And the people don't realize that. Why? Because of pride. Because they don't, and a person that's prideful, right? They don't regard the times. All right? They don't regard, what's going on around them because they got it. Or they think they got it. Okay? And since they think they got it, then they're not worried about the future. They think they're good. Like, it's okay, I can just ride to the sunset, what I have, what I got going on, and I have to have a care in the world. Not knowing that Yahweh Shema Shah is a sword, that he's ready to swing on the shores of America, man. They don't understand that Yahweh Shah is right now, he is prepared for battle. He's prepared for war, man. Him and his army of chariots are waiting on the command of the Most High Yahweh to come through and to smite old and young, okay, maids and little children and women, like the scriptures say, man. If you do not have, and that's pursuant to Ezekiel, the 9th chapter, all right, 7th verse, man. All right, we'll start at the 4th verse, okay. Yeah, you can get it. Yeah, so, and again, and that pride is going to lead them, especially our people, well, as I'm speaking about the majority of our people, that pride is going to lead them towards receiving that M-A-R-K, man, the seeker. Because, again, people being lovers of themselves, man. You care about yourself and nobody else, right? And that's going to lead you towards your destruction, which, like I said, is going to lead 2/3 of our people to accept the seeker, man. Okay? That's where that pride is going to lead to. And at the end of that, what's going to come after that? Death, destruction. Okay?
Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4. And the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all these abominations.
Right. Sign and crying doesn't mean, you stumbling through your house. Man, man, nice man. Don't mean that, man. All right? No, man, sign and crying is doing this. This is what it means to really sign and cry, man. Okay? Sign and crying about what is taking place around the planet Earth. Each and every single brother that's underneath Great Millstone right now, starting with the Apostles, the elders, and the rest of the brothers are signing and crying right now, right? On the highways and byways, crying to the Lord, Yahweh Shai, to avengers of our enemies. All right? And the Lord is honoring that. He's hearing that, man. And that's what he wants. He wants to hear that. Okay? He wants to hear that sigh and that cry. He wants you to cry out to him, man. Okay? So here it is. You got the men of the Lord, those on this side, the ones that understand the times that we're in. We're sighing and crying for all the abominations that's being done here, man. Everything you see that's going on here in America today is abominable in our sight and in the sight of Yahweh Shema Shai. And think about an abomination, man. The Lord steers far away from that, man. If anything, he wants it out of his sight. That's why the Lord's going to completely decimate and destroy America from coast to coast. Because he doesn't want to look at it, man. That's why the scriptures say is that his eyes are too pure to behold evil.
That be done in the midst thereof. And to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite.
That's right. So that's what's going to happen, man. Lord, Yahweh Shai is going to go through the city and smite those that don't have the rock. Okay, like it says in the scripture, man, talking about the mark in Ezekiel 9 and 4, man, that mark of exemption. Okay? Oh yeah, that's definitely, everybody's going to get marked one way or another, man. Okay? It's either that you understand this word, you get the mark of exemption, right, the rock, or you're outside the circle, all right, and you continue to follow Esau into his antics, and you're going to receive the other mark, all right, the other thing, which is the seeker, okay, the M-A-R-K of the beast, all right, and the Lord's going to go through and see who's marked. Okay, this brother is exempt, he's exempt. Oh, he's got the M-A-R-K of the beast. Get him. That's going to take place in that day, man. And those death angels are ready, man. All right, actually, hold that. Get rock. I think it's 39. If I'm not mistaken. It says spirits. Is that what it is? Rock 39. I think. Yeah, I think so.
This is Sirach 39 and 23. As he had turned the waters into salt. This is Sirach 39, 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
Yeah, that's right. So those spirits, you have spirits that are created for vengeance, man. You have spirits that are created for vengeance, the vengeance of Yahweh Shema Shai. So the Lord has specifically made certain spirits to go out and to smite, to go out and to destroy, man. Okay? And like I said, those spirits created for vengeance are ready, man. They're ready. They're on every side waiting on Yahweh, the Most High, to give their word, man. Yahweh Shai is ready. The angels are ready. The chariots are ready. those vengeful spirits are ready. Those death angels are ready. Everything's prepared, man, for this great event that's about to take place, which is the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai, man. It's going to be a grand entrance. Okay, it's going to be the most dramatic scene in history, and all the nations are going to witness this, man, from the least to the greatest, because just like how we was delivered out of Egypt in the ancient world, and it was noise abroad. Guess what? It's going to be noise abroad once again that Yahweh Shai delivers us out of America, man. All right? So you got
Sirach 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
Yeah, and that's the fury of Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? So the Lord is putting that furious spirit, right, out into the world, man. Okay? And that's why now it is the best time to fall in line with this word, man. Because you don't want to be on the receiving end of the anger of Yahweh Shai. I'm telling you right now. Because if you read in history and all the different accounts that happen in the scriptures, the report that we receive, you see that the Lord does not play. Every single thing that ever happened to people you read about in the scriptures, that is from the anger of Yahweh Shai. He even got to the point he was coming out of Egypt. You know, he brings us out sometimes. He even got to the point where the Lord was about to destroy Israel, man, and just make Moses a nation because they went off. And again, that's the kind of power that we're dealing with, man. So you shouldn't be surprised or be bewildered that Yahweh Shai has these different spirits that are ready to go out and destroy. Look at what happened during the time of Noah. Why the whole earth was destroyed by way of water, the flood, because of man's wickedness. It was great in the earth. Okay? That's how the Lord resolves everything. He resolves everything by way of either life or death. Okay? And he is the holder of life and death. And life and death is in his hands. Okay? Once you realize that, you understand that, that's when you're gonna really understand the nature of our Lord Yahweh Shai. You can't comprehend that, or you can't ingest that, then there is no way that you're gonna be able to understand the mind of Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? But first and foremost, you gotta be spiritual in order to do that. None of these people are spiritual, man. None whatsoever outside the circle. Okay? They say they're spiritual, right? But you're spiritual when it comes on the left-hand side, man. All right? Because you got jakes that be all into like astrology, different, different stuff like that, it's witches, whatever. And Jake, and that's really the result of jakes. Some of these jakes that be leaving like the churches and stuff like that, they'll leave the church and they'll go right to witchcraft, man. And that's what's been happening, man. When you look at these jakes that be leaving the church and stuff like that, they'll go right into witchcraft, man. Why is that? Because again, they are unable to be truly spiritual, man. Okay, even though they try to. All right, and that lets you know that they really Israelites. Because Israel, we have a certain thing about us being spiritual. So Jacob's gonna try to be spiritual by nature. But the thing that they're missing is the faith in Yahweh Shai. That's that key ingredient that they're missing, right? That belief in Yahweh Shai. That's what's missing. If they don't have that, they'll just go out and try to do like some other off, quote unquote spiritual, left-handed, madness that they try to get into, man.
In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
Right, and that's the point. Appeasing the wrath of Yahweh Shai. Because again, like I said, these people, they don't understand how furious and how angry the Lord is right now as we're speaking, as of July 1st, 2023. Right? The Lord, they don't understand that the Lord right now is heated. And he's poised at any time to come back and destroy this place. All right.
This is some definitions for the word appease. Pacify, win over, reconcile, soothe, calm down,
Calm down. Yeah.
content, quiet.
The Lord, he's not calm right now, man. That's why when you look around America, it's not calm. All right? Around the world, there's no calmness in the world right now. Okay? What you're seeing right now is a direct reflection on the anger of Yahweh Bashmel Shah. That's why everything is being stirred up, because his anger is being stirred up. Okay? Now, if the world was following the word of Yahweh Bashmel Shah, everything would be at peace. Like I said, everything is a reflection of the mode of Yahweh Bashmel Shah. If you're seeing calamities, distress happening around the world, that's because anger is kindled. Okay? So therefore, that's why now, again, like I said, he's poised to destroy, to go out and destroy. Okay? That's the mode that he's in right now. Like the brother just read that definition of peace, all right, to basically to comfort, to be calm, to pacify. All right? So again, and really, there's nothing these people can do to pacify the anger of Yahweh Bashmel Shah anyway, man. Okay? Except, you got Jake that wholly believed in his word. Okay? Try to be on the Lord's good side. Hey, that's great, man. But the thing is that the Lord Yahweh Bashmel Shah, he's ready to throw down, man. Okay, and that's the point that we're speaking of when I was reading in the scripture. Okay? Actually, no, it should be more than 39.
Sirach 39:29. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance.
Yeah, so all these things were created for the vengeance of Yahweh Bashmel Shah, man. Everything that the author read right now was created for the purpose to appease Yahweh Bashmel Shah. Because once you see things like this happen in the world, well, you best believe that Yahweh Bashmel Shah is ready to correct the error that's happening right now. Because if not, he's not at ease, man. All right? So that's why now the Lord Yahweh Bashmel Shah is, like I said, he is ready to completely destroy Babylon the Great. And by using these elements, right, these plagues, the famine, death, destruction, okay, war, another one, the sword, all these things were created to appease the wrath of Yahweh Bashmel Shah. That's why whenever somebody get out of line, okay, famine. All right, oh, you out of line, okay, the sword. Yeah. That's how the Lord, that's how the wrath of the Lord is stated. So, and that hasn't changed. The story, the report, nothing has changed when it comes to Yahweh Bashmel Shah and how he deals with that. He is going to, like I said earlier, he's going to go through, destroy, and smite everybody that is fought against his people, man. And that's what it comes down to. Because he's a great king, man. He's not gonna allow them strangers and rebels to walk around, scot free. He's not gonna let Esau run off to the sunset, man. Okay? He's not gonna get away scot free. No. Yahweh Bashmel Shah is gonna make sure this man is put in chains, man. Taken into captivity and suffered to the time where he's taken out of the way, man. So he's taken out of this mortal court.
This is Sirach 39:30, teeth of wild beasts.
All right, teeth of wild beasts. You best believe those beasts are ready, man. You got these different beasts, especially in these zoos, man. When the power goes out, what do you think's gonna happen, man? Them animals gonna break out, and they're gonna go through, and they're gonna tear you Edomites apart, man. And the rest of you people. All right, so you can y'all got another thing too. You got these beasts we didn't even know. That be out these woodlands, these other off areas outside the city limits, or whatever. Out in the woodlands, where. Yeah, they out there, man. Yeah, he does that too. Yeah. Edomites, 2/3 Jakes. All right, the rest of you people that love this place and worship it. All right, you got
teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction.
right, punishing the wicked to destruction, man. So all these things were made to destroy 2/3, right? The rest of the wicked populace that you see today, man. Okay?
They shall rejoice in his commandment.
Right. So they're going to rejoice in his commandment, man. They're going to be excited to finally get their hands on these people, man. You know? They're going to be excited to finally get a chance to appease Yahweh Shemashah, man. Those spirits, they tremble too. They tremble inside Yahweh Shemashah. Where that scripture where it says, the Lord, it says, hey, good. The devil's fear, they tremble. You know? So, hey, man, those different spirits, man, they tremble underneath the sight of Yahweh Shemashah, man. Okay? So once he gives that command, they're going to be overjoyed to appease the wrath of Yahweh Shemashah, man. They're going to be glad that they get a chance to please him. All right? And that they're going to be able to go out and to do the will of Yahweh Shemashah. That's the joy. Okay? Yeah.
They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is.
Right, and they're ready, man. They said they're going to be ready upon the earth when time is. So right now they are prepared. So when that time comes, like I just read, okay, once the Lord gives that signal, that command, they're going to go out and they're going to tear these people apart, man. Think about it, man. When you when Israel went off, right, during King David's rule, okay, that was when the Lord unleashed that death angel, man. All right, and that angel went through. He was just going through Israel, man, just slaying, all the people of Israel, man. And the Lord had to stop the angel, man. Like, the Lord had to stop the angel from continuing. Because Israel is about to be destroyed completely because of that, man. And why is that? Because those angels, those spirits, they are overjoyed when the Lord gives them that command to do what the Lord wants them to do, man. Okay, and that's just one account, but that's just a precursor to what's about to happen now, man. Those angels, they're gonna run through these people, man. All right.
When need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word.
Right. So when that time comes, they're not gonna have no second thoughts. They're not gonna consider, oh well, this is a child, this is an old man. No, man, they're gonna get it too. All right, they're gonna get the work. Okay. So again, that's why it says, they shall not transgress. When the Lord Yahweh Shemashah gives that command, man, they're not going to have no second thoughts. They're not going to reconsider about what they're doing. No, man, they're going to go out and they're going to do exactly what the Lord tells them. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's
Amos chapter 5 and verse 19. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him.
Right, man. So there's no escape, man. There's absolutely no escape from the wrath of Yahweh. You can go to any part of the world too, like Colombia or somewhere in other eastern countries, wherever. That's still not going to save you from the wrath of Yahweh. The Lord can get you from anywhere, man. That's why the scriptures speak about the omnipotence of Yahweh. In other words, he's in all things. So no matter what you do, he's right there, man. Every step you take, he's right there. No matter where you go, every word you speak, every breath you take, every single moment, every single second, he is there, man. Okay. So that's why, like I can read, right? Look, it's as if a man did all these things and still he got caught by one of the judges of the Yahweh, no matter where he goes. If you try to escape one place, right? You got these guys that try to, talk or whatever. Well, we don't have no faith in that. You got brothers that kind of, got some stuff made to the side or whatever, But we don't put faith in that, man, Because we understand that Yahweh is in control of what we're doing. He's in control of everything that's going on right now, man. All right? But you got other guys that don't have this word, all right? But they put faith in this and what they stock up, right? They have faith in that rather than have faith in Yahweh, right? And that's their downfall, man. They try to escape the famine by doing that, but then they get capped by Esau. They get slain by the sword, man. Or a bear breaks into their crib, right? Or a creature, a wild beast breaks into their home, their crib, and it takes them out, man. So it doesn't matter, what these people try to do, try to prepare themselves, man. Still, man, Yahweh is going to get you one way or another, man. If you don't have, like we read earlier, Ezekiel 9:4, if you don't have that mark of exemption, it's no point. It's no point in doing that, man. Why? Because the Lord is still going to give them. Yes, no.
Luke chapter 21 and verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring.
Yeah, man. So right now we have distress of nations, right? But it says with perplexity. All right? That means that what you're about to receive right now is going to be, like I said, put in Daniel 12 chapter. It's going to be a time of trouble since there was a nation, man. All right? It's going to be a time of trouble like no other. Because the time we're coming into is going to be way worse than any other point in history you ever heard of, man. Everything that happened in history from the ancient world till now does not hold a candle to what the Lord is about to bring on the planet Earth in the coming days, man. That's why, like it says in Daniel, right, 12 chapter.
Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, which such as never was since there was a nation, even to that time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered. Everyone shall be found written in the book.
Right, man. What's that book? The book of life. Okay? Those that have been found worthy to be placed in the book of life. But like I just read, it says there's going to be a time of trouble since there was never a nation, man. All right? And again, that time of trouble, right, that we're coming into is going to be comprised of those spirits that I just read earlier, man. Those spirits that are created for vengeance. And there are many, okay, that are created by Yahweh to go out and smite. Like I just read earlier in Ezekiel 9:4. Okay? You're going to go out and smite those, right, that don't have that mark of exemption. Young and old, okay? Because the Lord, first and foremost, is not a respecter of person, man. All right? Doesn't matter what kind of status you got. You can be the top person in the world. The Lord doesn't regard that, man. Because why? Because again, you're just dust and ashes in His sight, man. So what is it, for a person to think to have some sort of pride, in this world today, knowing that, man?
Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 5 through 7. For thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Ma'awashai, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace.
That's right, man. And here it is. And that's the whole vibration. One of the vibrations of America, man, is peace. But yet here it is, you have America that was set up. And ever since the founding or the establishment of America, should I say, you had nothing but constant wars, man. America, ever since the breaking of America, America has been at war for more years than it's been established, man. All right? America has spent more time in war than any other nation you ever think of, man. Okay? And why? Because you got a prideful man that's ruling over. You have a proud man that's ruling over America and the rest of the world. That's why there's no rest. That's why there's no peace. That's why you have wars continuing to be stirred up. And again, like I said, America has been in war longer than the nation. No, man. You know, ever since America was established, war. You know, from the time it was set up till now, man. All right. And ever since that time, even still during that time, 1776. All right. You had what? You had the Bauer family, which that's really what their name is. Right. You know what I'm talking about, those that you know. You know, if you know, you know. You know, the Bauer family, okay, which later, you know, which started by Maya Anshel Bauer, right? She was the head. You had before even that, everything was already pre-planned. You know this, you know, it was at this point we're gonna do this and that, you know, all the way until now, man. Okay, so that's why now in this time, America is still at war, and it's still gonna continue to be at war until the Lord Yahweh comes back, man. Okay, because this is a man that operates with violence. You know, he's a violent man. When you look at Rome, you know, Rome was, as great as people say that Rome was, you know, it's nothing littered with violence, man. Wars, conflict, you know, because again, proud man is ruling over. So that's why, again, now you see the same thing happen, right? You got that same proud man that's ruling over America, and out of that comes what? War, all right, and violence. Okay? And now the violent man is now poised to bring that same energy towards people that's here in America, man. That's why you're reading Revelation, the 12th chapter. It says that this man is going to come down with great wrath because he knows he has a short time. So he's going to come down with the sword. Okay? And that's his lesson, man. You know, he can't really rationalize anything other than the sword. You can't you know, sit down and have a diplomatic talk with this man. All right? Because it's always going to lead up to him drawing out the sword, man. What do you think happened with Israel during the time when the Greeks were coming into the all right? You had, I give you an example, right? You had one of the generals that came to Israel, right? All right? In Judea, and we came to work, man. And look, we got this and that, you know, school sayings. But then, at the end of all that, it was the sea. And he came, and him and his army came down hard on Israel, man. And smoked the Israelites, man. Smoked the southern kings. And took them and put them underneath the rulership of Rome, the Romans. Okay? So guess what? Again, this man, you can't diplomatically sit down with this man and have him talk. Because again, time and time again, it's going to lead up to some type of war, man. You know? But that's not resolve everything. You resolve everything by violence. Even going back to the nigga Esau, man. What did Esau want to do? He wanted to kill us. Or he wanted to kill Jacob because of the blessing. The jazz is Jacob. Because the higher ups of Edom, they know who we are. And they know that we have the blessing. So that's why he is forced to come down and wrath, because again, he's crying, man. He's a big crybaby, man. You know, he's still crying to this very day because he doesn't have the blessing. He doesn't have he doesn't have it, man. So that's why now, Lord Yahweh shall try again. You know, he's going to meet this man with that same energy. That's why when you read the scripture, Revelation, it says, whatsoever a man soweth, right, that he shall also reap. So this man reaped nothing but war and the sword and violence. Guess what? The Lord's going to meet him with that same energy, man. All right? He's going to meet him with that same vibration. Look, you want to cause violence on earth? All right, I'm going to bring it to you. All right? And he's going to, and they're going to be on the receiving end of that. Everything that they sown from generations up until now, they're going to receive just that, man. Okay?
This is Job 14, start at 4. Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean?
Right, man. It's impossible, man. You can't convert an Edomite. That's why you got these hooligans, man. These other camps talking about, I'm trying to remember what camp, specific camp was saying that we're gonna have Edomites in the kingdom, you know, reading and stuff like that, man. Look, man. Again, like I was reading, man, you cannot bring a clean thing out of the unclean, man. No matter how hard you try, it's not in your DNA to be righteous. It never was, man. Okay, he is this program, if I can use that word. He's been programmed specifically by Yahweh to operate in a certain vibration that's not good. Man. All right, and you see that time and time again. Every single generation that passes, he's always been in that same mode. He's always been in that same spirit of violence, pride, being wicked and unrighteous. Okay? Because the Lord programmed him that way, and that's a hard pill to swallow, man, for some people. They can't wrap their heads around the fact that the Lord has specifically made certain people a certain way. Okay?
Not one. Seeing his days are determined, and the number of his months are with thee.
Right, so this is the Lord's time, man. This is his timetable. The Lord has a specific time where this man's going to go down. No matter how much this man wants to hope and pray that his time is going to continue, it's not going to continue, man. Because just like every single kingdom and everything that you see around you, everything has an expiration date. That means the rulership of Esau Edom. Okay? So this man has a certain time to rule, right? And after that rulership is up, you know, that's time you can take it down, man. All right? You got
Thou has appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
right. So there's a third level where the Lord Yahweh has this man operate and enact in this current society. And that's why we keep saying over and over again, man, you thought that you saw the worst of the worst, right? You think that it can get no better than this, right? You think it can get no worse than this. And then next thing you know, something else happens. Like back in the time when you had this big ear forehead president, right? Obama. You didn't have nothing like Pride Month or moles and stuff like that. Not a good word, man. And then you were thinking, oh man, it can't get any worse than this. And then when you have after that, Transformers, yep, all right. And guess what? It's not going to stop there. Because guess what? You got something now called MAPS. All right? Now, MAPS is an acronym. For those of you that don't know. And they're also a part of that, you know, I should say alphabet. That's what it is, man. They also have a place in that. Because when you look at that acronym, the acronym MAPS means minor attracted people. Minor attracted people, aka pedophiles. Now you got that vibration being pushed up, and guess what? And now why you see if you notice, right? Now you see certain Edomites and certain people talking about this stuff being pushed in the unity. That's the way it's going, man. They're trying to get the kids on that, man. But you got these old decrepit Edomites, right? They're trying to make advantage to the kids, man. Now you got that. And guess what? That community accepts that, man. That's what they're pushing for, man. And again, like I said, you thought that it's not going to get worse than this. Oh, you haven't seen nothing. Nothing. This is not even the end of it. Okay? Again, this man, when he made the speech, like I was reading, right? Setting those bounds, the Lord said his bound when he came back. Guess what? Once that point is reached, that's when the Lord's going to give that signal. All right? It really is going to end when the MOTP is enacted. That's when we're really going to reach that point. All right? That's when the Lord said, okay, go out. It's might. Go and gather my people and destroy every single person that's not a part of Jerusalem. All right?
I got 2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 11. And they that have loathed my law while they yet had liberty, and when yet as Salakia, and when as yet place of repentance was opened unto them, understood not, but despised it. The same must know it after death by pain.
Right, man. So even though you got this liberty that's open right now for you to come in and to receive mercy, guess what? Jacob's not having any of that. Because even if we bring out historical facts, right, about, like Independence Day or like any other day like this, or Halloween, whatever, even if you do bring out facts like that, it's still like, they'll hear it, but they're not really hearing it. They're listening, but they're not really listening. It goes one ear and not the other. Because again, they love this place. Jacob's been in America too long, man. Okay, so that's why again, man, when it comes to this current order and system, Jake is fully entranced in this American nightmare, and they have invested themselves into it, man. And they're not taking out of it either. They're gonna ride this thing all the way out, man. All right? They're gonna ride it just like the Titanic, man. They're gonna ride it all the way to the sea. All right?
Second Ezra 9 and verse 11. And they that have loathed my law, while they yet had liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was opened unto them, understood not, but despised it.
Yeah, man, they despise it, man. This is something for your benefit. That's what I was reading on Psalms, I think. Oh, yeah. Psalms where it says that stuff in for their welfare, now it's crap. So this scripture, this word, right, it's said for your welfare, which it is. All right, now it's crap. Okay? That's why the scripture going through how about you on top being snared into the den towards the nation of Israel, the ones that are outside the circle, man. Okay? But those are the same ones that despise the word. They despise the men that publish the word. Okay?
The same must know it after death by pain.
Yeah. So now you got to experience the death. This is death by pain. Now, that happened first. You had the flood. During the time of Noah. They experienced death by pain during that time. But you're going to have it happen once again, man. It's going to happen again, and you're going to experience that same thing, death by pain. Because you have not accepted repentance. You're not repentant now. Okay? You haven't repented from your work, from your wicked work. You have not chosen the fear of Yahweh about you on God. Everything right now is good, right? You're in America, right? But they call it land of free. You have some sacrifice, right? And the Lord Yahweh about you on God made this current world, the kingdom, the way that this man is doing it right now, man. All right, by trust. So look, and even when you read this, right? And we read it last weekend, actually, where it says that the Lord has set before you life and death. So therefore, choose life. Okay?
This is Sirach 20 and 9. There is a sinner that has good success in evil things, and there is a gain that turneth to loss. There is a gift that shall not profit thee, and there is a gift whose recompense is double.
Yeah. So again, man, this man, his work, basically he's receiving that Esau, he's doing delicately right now, man. All right? And all those things that he has done got a reward to it, man. So right now he has a certain possession, right? And that includes they too. Okay? They got certain things that they got out of this current world that's really not going to benefit them. All right? Because everything you have right now is just going to disappear. That's why the scripture says this world is temporal. Okay, it's only going to last a while. After that, it's out of here, man. Now, mind you, this place is considered as a shadow. Okay, when you read our Psalms, right, it says this is the valley of the shadow of death. And the shadow is only there for a short time and it's gone. Okay, And at that point, that shadow, when it disappears, man, that's it. So now you got this place that's being considered as a shadow. Now that shadow's disappearing, man. Okay? And on top of that, the scriptures also speak about this place being erected for the season. So this man, hey, I told you earlier, remember this man can come down great round because he has a short time. So this man after a short time, this place being as a shadow and being on borrowed time, and guess what, man? We are not far off from this place being destroyed, man. It only has so much longer to run. And also these old Edomites that have loan money, these Rothschild, the bankers, man, they get up to age, man. They about to broke, man. And they want their rulership. They want their NWO now. Okay? So you're gonna start to see more and more things. Don't be surprised, man. Especially now being July. Do not be surprised when everything is locked down, man. In the next hour or whatever, this whole weekend, leading to the 4th, don't be surprised if something happens and Esau puts out that iron rule, all right, his cause these cities to be locked down, martial law to be committed, and for your people to be put underneath his torture, and the face of wrath of him now, okay? The wrath of the troops. Because make no mistake, man, those troops are active, man. All right? I know you came on camera, right? Before. All right. Man, look, man, those troops are out there right now, man. They're deployed, they are ready. Ready. All right? Off state. So, once Esau get that word, man, that's when you're going to see his true wrath in 4K, in real time, man. All right? Then you're going to be wondering why. Then you're going to be wondering why. That is the thing. I can't make this up. They're going to be wondering why. Why is this happening? Why do we have to suffer this? Why?
Like, no.
But again, the answer is right here, man. But you refuse to receive it. That's why I said earlier, right? I said it that they had liberty. Receiving his word, but they despise it. They had the answers right here, but they despise the answer because it's not the answer that you wanted to hear. You wanted to hear a song and dance like your old pastor back in the day. You want to hear that quote unquote good words. Oh man, how about you outside? He doesn't have any good words for you right now, man, because that anger is kindled. But right now, like in old times, right? You had the prophets that come out, all right? Especially the prophet Samuel, man. Every Samuel come out, he says, man, you gotta be scared. He's accused, man. It's 9 times out of 10, not all the time, 9 times out of 10, whenever a prophet comes to your city, or city near you best believe that it's not good news. And here it is, the Lord is causing that to happen once again. Where the prophets are now in every single city that you can think of. Now, and you hear the news, right? You hear the bad news. But again, everybody is off in their own little world. Okay? Not knowing that reality is about to hit. The people, they still live in the fantasy world, man. They still dozing off, dreaming with this American dream. It's not American nightmare. That's what we see it as. All right? They still off the sleep. They still underneath this whole fantastical, fantasy world that they still live in, not knowing that they're about to get hit with reality, man. Because when you deal in the Bible, you have to deal with reality when you read the scriptures, man. This is the ultimate reality check right here. So if you don't have this in your life whatsoever, then you are not dealing in the realm of reality. Okay? And guess what? When all hell breaks loose, and Esau brings down that wrath that we mentioned earlier about those troops, man. When all hell breaks loose, man, he locked down his cities. that's when reality is really going to set in. That's when your whole fun, fantastical adventure is going to end. Okay? Because at that point now, it's going to be serious. All right? Now it's going to be survival of the fittest. All right? And that's how it's going to be. It's going to be every man for himself. Every man trying to strive and try to fight for their own food, their own provisioning. All right? Try to survive these coming times, man. Okay?
I got Matthew chapter 13 and verse 18 on down. Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which received the seed by the wayside. But he that receives seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the word and anon with joy receiveth it. Jumping down to verse 23. But he that receives seed into good ground is he that heareth the word and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit, bringeth forth some 100-fold, some 60, some 30.
Yeah, man. That goes to the parable of the sower. You got these different soils walking around. All right, some stony, which you see the maturity of, and some are the good ground, man. But the majority of dates that you see today, all right, the majority, right, they're the stony ground. They're compared to the stony ground. Because that seed, like I said, they'll hear it, but the devil, right, Esau Edom, still catches that seed away because their minds are fixated on his way of life, on his way of living in this Western world. And we keep saying over and over again, man, they've been in America for a long time. So now that soil has now become stony, all right, and now you can't receive seed because now you're well tuned with Esau now. Okay, and it's going to have to take a spiritual intervention for you to break out of that. That's why you see men now that's teaching his word, man, has been broken out of that spell. Okay.
Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 14. They have blown the trumpet even to make all ready.
Yeah, so the trumpet being blown, man. To make all ready. And that sound being pushed out today, and that's the sound of warning, like we were speaking about earlier. Okay, the warning is going out. Like I just read Deuteronomy, right? The warning. Guess what? This is a major warning being sounded abroad. And the sound, that sound of warning that's gone out throughout the four corners of the earth. Like I said, you got prophets on each and every single major city you can think of, man. So that sound is being carried everywhere, man. All right? But like I just read, it says none are making themselves ready for the battle, man. Okay? And that's spiritual. But you got, Jacob says to these other Israelite camps thinking that you have to stock up on weapons and gear to combat this man. Even though this man, his blessing is the sword. But the foremost, so you have to be a psychopath to think that you can be on the same equal ground as Esau, knowing that that's his blessing. You know? But no, the Lord is talking about the spiritual battle, man. Okay? Which we apply each and every single day, man. Each and every hour, every second, every minute. Okay? So that's why, like I just read, so that sound going out, right? The trumpet being blown, but no one, 2/3 of now making themselves ready for the battle, man. That's why America is, the people, the citizens of America, modern day Babylonians are right for the table. Because right now, these are weak individuals, man. Very low level, very low vibration. All right? And really, man, it's irksome to even be around them, man. You know? Because they're on a very, very low level, man. Okay? And that's why, again, they're right for the taking, man. These people that you see, man, are comfortable. They are comfortable. They are living in comfort. Everything is convenient at your fingertips. They don't know the rule in the world. Okay? But guess what? It's going to go back to those times where And you know, Esau got some nervous to call another nation third world because they haven't fallen into that trap of this whole Western mentality. Just because they don't adopt this Western way of living, they call it third world. Okay? Really, when you look at America, America's really third world. Yes, sir. All right? You ain't third world, you're fourth world, man. All right? Because the mind of the people, the mentality of the people, the ways of living, the food, the water, the air, everything, the infrastructure, everything is very, very low level. Okay? So, again, when you talk about these other nations, right? They got their own way of living, all right? But Esau, when it comes to this current world, man, you know, it's dumb. Whereas hey, we don't really know what it means to live, man, because we live in this current society. Okay? That's why we need to get the hell up out of here, man.
But none go up to the battle, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. The sword is without, and the silence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour them.
Yeah. So again, going back to what we were saying earlier, man, no matter where you go, all right, the Lord's going to meet you at every single point, man. You might be in another part of the world, right? You might be in some far eastern country. The Lord's still going to get you. That's why I was reading that, right? It says, "Oh, the field," and you'll think about the certain judgment, man. Because the field, scriptures speak about that. The scriptures define the field being as the world. Okay? And guess what? So you anywhere out in the world, you see Jacob, even the ones that believe, right? The ones that they know about the they know about the truth, you know, they know about the prophets, right? Like we saw way back, I think it was like a month or so ago. We was in another city, man. Yeah, these two Jacob that walked up, they say, oh, they're gonna move to what? Ghana, yeah, like Ghana or something like that. And they know that the Lord's about to return, man.
You have to bring it in.
Yeah. You know about it, you know of it, right? He heard the sound. But guess what? He's gonna face that, man. Those that be in the field, right? Talking about the world, right? Another part of the world. He's gonna face that, man. You know, that face that they have that same mentality. Okay?
It's Isaiah 55 and 10. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Right. The Lord has put forth his word, and guess what? None of it's going to return to him void, man. Everything that we're reading about right now concerning prophecy is going to happen. And make no mistake, man. Okay? And it's like we always bring out, right? Signs of Noah. Okay? Because guess what? When Noah was building that ark, he was prophesying, man. Saying, look, it's gonna be raining, man. A flood's gonna come. But the people, they found it so outlandish, and they thought it was some type of, they thought it was bugging out, man. Because it never rained in those days, man. All right? So he said, look, it's gonna flood, man. And then it's like they took it off, like what are you talking about? You know? But he continued to build the ark, man. Okay? So, and probably because he received the reward. Okay? He received the prophecy from Yahweh that was going that the Lord was going to destroy the world by way of the flood, man. And he believed it. So he prophesied, he built the ark, and guess what? Then came a certain point in time where the rains came. All right? And the world was split. Okay? not going to be rain that you don't think of, right? It's not going to be rain from the clouds, right? Or what have you, or water. It's going to be a different type of rain. All right? That rain is going to be those missiles. But people look at it like, oh, what are you talking about? Because America has never faced any sort of major calamity during the time of war. So they really have it set in their minds that, man, America's not going to get touched. And actually, grab Ezekiel 38.
I got Luke 17 and 26.
Yeah, you can grab it.
Luke chapter 17 and verse 26. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all.
That's right, man. So like I just read, man, as in the days of Noah, that's what's happening now, man. Okay? Eating, drinking, marrying, giving married. Okay? And here it is, we got the prophets that are prophesying about the coming danger, the coming destruction. And to the time to where they're just overtaken by it, man. To the time where they're destroyed. Okay? And guess what? The Lord set this up beautifully, man. Because you have Jakes that were here the whole time. Even when the time back during the 80s, man, the 90s. They said heard this word back then, man. They heard this word and just, went about their way, man. All right? Now it's 2023. And you got some people out there mocking the promise, like, oh, man, y'all talking about the age happens, nothing happens here, y'all talking about, But hey, we're the same thing in time of Noah. It's like John. Yeah. Same thing, man. They're like, talking about what Noah talking about? He ain't never rained before. What about that day? What's happening now today's time? With the false hills of Great Hill song now. Oh, they said America will be destroyed. America's still here. Talking about going to be destroyed by missiles. We still here. They still out. But guess what? When the time comes, and it does happen, but hey, what says Ezekiel 33rd chapter? Then shall they know a prophet has been among them. Guess what? During the time of Noah, when they first felt those raindrops, they knew that, Noah was a prophet. Guess what? This time, when they see those alarms go off, seek shelter, a nuclear threat is on its way, they're going to realize, the false elders, they were right. The men of Great Millstone, they were right. But at the time, it's too late, man. You just got to face your judgment. All right?
I got Sirach chapter 5 and verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, and put not off from day to day.
Right, man. Like I said, man, these people, they haven't faced any sort of adversity whatsoever, man. They might got their own little guy. I've been through this and that. But you haven't really been through any real adversity. I mean, adversity going back in the ancient times. All right? We're talking about being threatened with armies. Armies on its way towards your city. Your city's about to be invaded by another force, another nation. Okay? Or a famine. They haven't faced any sort of thing like that, man. Okay? So you got it.
For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Shema shall come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed.
Right, in thy security, man. You think everything is cool, you safe, your own little world. All right, that's when the Lord is really going to come down on you, man. Okay, because at that point, hey, you know what? Hey, the Lord set it up this way in the first place, man. He set it up to where these people are cool, they're laying down, so to speak. They're at rest. Okay, they're chilling. And that's when the Lord's going to come back and overtake this place, man. Okay, the Lord, the way He set it up is that He's catching these people at their weakest. Okay, to the point where you're just utterly destroyed. There's nothing you can do about it, man. All right, yeah.
And perish in the day of vengeance.
Right, and perish in the day of vengeance. So I'm going to encourage that up.
This is Ezekiel 38:10. Thus said the Lord, Yahweh, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought.
Yeah, now this is going to the scripture where it speaks about Gog and Magog, which really when you go into Gog and Magog in Ezekiel 38, that's not translated until now in the form of the Russians. Okay? Because they are the ones that are residing in their current area today. And the Lord is putting the spirit on them to spearhead this coming war. Okay? But guess what? I just read, right? About those that are in that position, right? And it says that they're gonna think an evil thought. Okay? They're gonna it's gonna get to a point where it's gonna be where in this current time, this next coming war is gonna be up close and personal. Okay.
And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages.
Right. The land of unwalled villages, man. Okay. Unwalled villages. A village that's unwalled has no defense. Because when you look at America's defense system, it's subpar, man. You know? It's subpar at best because when you look at when they try to do these like different tests, whatever, they different missile defense tests, they had to slow down missiles, they had to slow down the simulation to even make contact, man. All right. And here in these other nations, they're already far ahead of you when it comes to their missile technology, man. Like I said, right now we're operating in the realm of hypersonic missiles. All right. So what are you gonna do against that, man? But other than that, you know, this place has never faced any, like I said earlier, this place has never faced any sort of major casualty throughout history at all. Okay, when it comes to war. So there has never been a time where they needed to, you know, put some sort of defense together because they never went through any sort of casualty. You know, casualty of war. So they think that, oh man, you know, America's not gonna get touched. You know, oh man, you gotta make sure that you best know that America is wide open right now. All right, it's wide open. It's open for the taking. These other nations, they see it. The Russians see it. Moab, they see it. Iran, Iranians, they see it. Okay, they see that America is docile, man, and it's wide open, man. It's not even these people man, they don't have a care in the world, man. All right, it's wide open, man. It has no defense. So at any point they can just say, look, let's go ahead and just I was reading, right? Let's go ahead, take this fight to their home and just go out and just go out and bring the sword, man. All right? Just a little bit more.
I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls, and having neither bars nor gates.
Yeah, right. Yeah, man. So it's them that are at rest, that are safe, man. Okay. And that's you see what you see happening right now as far as society goes. You know, as far as like people, quote unquote, human rights and stuff like that. Man, these other nations ain't worried about that, man. All right. They got more important things to deal with, man. That's a whole nother mentality, man. People worrying about the wrong things, man. All right, you worrying about some sort of rights or whatever. All right, these other nations trying to bringing themselves up and trying to drop from power, man. All right, these other people they got a whole different mentality than you, the simple American, man. All right, and that's why now, man. Again, America is just right for the table. It's docile, okay. This is a perfect time now to where this way is going to be overtaken, man. This is a perfect time because you see it. You see it on the faces of the people, all right, their continents, the mentalities, all right. Man, they're ready to be taken, man. All right.
I got Isaiah chapter 13, verse 17 through 22. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them.
So the Medes, man, modern day Medes are the Russians. Okay. So the Lord right now is stirring up the spirit of the kings of the Medes right now. Stirring up that old warlike spirit that they were back during the time during the Soviet Union. Okay, when you had Russia that was a major power, which they still are, but back during that time, man, they weren't playing, man. All right. So the Lord is bringing them back to that old mentality. It's in that same scripture that I read earlier, Ezekiel 38, man. About putting hooks in their jaws and bringing them back. All right. The Lord is bringing that old warlike mentality back to the Russians, man. All right. Guess what? And that's why you got these Russians that, they're out there, man. The training and the preparation of those military troops are way different than the training of these troops here in America, man. Because the Russians, you see how they train compared to how American armies train. Oh man, if you put a Russian Russian soldier and American soldier in the ring, man, a Russian would run circles around them, man. All right, because they man, I'm telling you, you ever saw those videos, man, when the Russians be training, man, they be training in the snow.
Also, they train with live ammunition.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, America is not ready, man. You are not ready for this coming war. This war is going to be a war to end America, in America's lifespan. All right? This is going to be a war to end all wars, right here.
Which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Yeah, man, they're not going to be hearing that. They're not going to be hearing, anything or try to say their wrath or try to find some sort of excuse. No, man. You're going to go in, and they're going to lay this place down, man. All right? So, and they're not going to be requiring any sort of gold, silver, because guess what? They're already trying to move away from that anyway. Why do you think BRICS was created? Why do you think they're trying to settle on their own economic system now? Trying to get away from the dollar system. All right? They're not regarding any of that, man. So that's actually, that's in a way, that's on a certain level, it's happening. They're not regarding silver or gold, right? They're not regarding the currency of this current world right now, okay? Or this man's currency. Now they're trying to go out to their own. But guess what? When those troops roll through the streets, man, they're not going to be hearing any of that, man. All right? They're going to be speaking another language other than what you know. All right? You're going to speak a different language, man. You're not going to be able to understand it. It's going to come through and just see you off. All right?
Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces.
Yeah. All right. And those bows, all right, that represents the missiles, man. It really goes into that military arsenal, right? Sword, we're talking about the weaponry, right? But ultimately, it's going to lead to the missiles, man. Okay? So those missiles, man, they're going to completely destroy everything you see today, man. When you read the scriptures, that's why our scriptures say that Babylon Great is going to be reduced to a desert wasteland. All right? The technology is going to be used to do that. It's going to be the missiles, man. Again, that is the technology. That's the device that the Lord has chosen to do His will, to do His work, man. That's the device that the Lord has picked out to completely destroy this man's current kingdom. Right, together.
And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb.
Yeah, man. They don't have no pity on children. All right, none of that, man. Old, young, okay, none of that, man. We read earlier, right? Those spirits creating vengeance. All right, that's going to be culminating with the August reading right now. All right, and the Lord going to put the spirit on the Russians, right? These other nations, all right, to go through and to tear this place down, man. Okay, like I said, hey, ultimately is going to lead up to the thermonuclear missiles, man. Okay, the ICBM.
Their eye shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when Yahweh Shemel Shai overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
How was Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed? By fire and brimstone. It was destroyed. It was turned to a desert wasteland. And the only thing that's there in that neighboring area is a pillar of salt. That's it. So like I just read, right? I think that's it. Okay. Yeah, so like I just read, right? This place is gonna be destroyed, just how Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. Okay, Babylon the Great, talking about America, is gonna be face the same judgment as Sodom and Gomorrah by fire. Okay, and it's gonna be destroyed. It's gonna be turned into a desert wasteland. All right, we go.
Verse, I just go ahead and get to the point. Verse 22, and the wild beasts of the lands, Salakia, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
Yeah, so the Lord is no longer prolonging this thing. This is it. This is the last time that the Lord Yahweh Shai is going to allow this man to run rampant on the planet Earth. Okay? Because you see, he's a perfect example on how not to rule. Man. Just how Sodom and Gomorrah was ruled during that, when they were up and running, so to speak. This man is running the system the same way, man. So, and then they haven't learned from Sodom and Gomorrah, man. They haven't. Do you not know the reason behind Yahweh Shai destroying Sodom and Gomorrah in the first place? Because of freakism, man. You see one today, like I said, last month was Pride Month. Yeah, all that was going on during that time, man. Okay? And what happened? What was the result of that? Destruction by way of fire, man. So what do you think what do you think is gonna happen to America, man? It's gonna be destroyed in that same fashion by way of fire. Right? And guess what? There's gonna be no excuse in that day. Because again, you have the prophets always again telling you these things. There's not gonna be no I didn't know, or no, we ain't hearing that, man. No, it's gonna be Lord's gonna get down that day. It's gonna be nothing but business. No talking. All right? We're in the talking phase right now. That's gonna go away very soon, man. As soon as ain't gonna be able to. All right? So go ahead and close out on that. So once again, back out the downfall of the kingdom of America, all right, completely defiled this planet Earth by way of wickedness, man. And Lord's will, man. This is it, man. Lord's will. This is where the time where Yahweh Shai opens up on this place and the people and this current system in this world and lay Esau low, man, and knock him off his throne and put him in chains. So once again, we give all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bakakadash.
Once again, double honors to the apostles and Elder Great Millstone that we brought to this day. Also as well, Shalom, peace and safety, side pages, so also continue this work as well, continue the legacy of the men of old, the prophets, that continue in the vibration behind Shai, continue to prophesy in all faith, sincerity, and also in charity. That was Shalom.
Shalom, DTA, Abba, soon, tonight.